What's going on? Welcome back. Ryan here. In this video, we're talking about the price to earnings ratio, or the PE ratio. Okay, so again, I'll bring my little note card up. Price to earnings ratio, PE ratio, is equal to the market value per share divided by the earnings per share, right? So we just went over the earnings per share, right? And now to get the PE ratio, we need to take the market value per share divided by that earnings per share. So when we come in here, when we come into this Analyze tab and we type in an asset, let's type in let's just do Microsoft, right? So here's Microsoft. Here we have the earnings per share, right? Current value is $8.95. And if we come down here, we can see that the price to earnings ratio is 36:10, right? So just understand that inside of Thinkorswim, or for instance, on the internet, right, we can go and we can look up all of these metrics and their formulas, and we can dig in deep to what they mean and how to use them. But just note that all this information is here for you to look at, and you can take this as deep as you want to go, or you could trade and you might not ever look at it, right? Because that's the beauty of options and having all of these tools. And as you're going to see when we actually get into the options trading and we look at some of the strategies, and you figure out that, okay, well, I don't need to be right 100% of the time to be able to still make money using options, right? So again, the PE ratio, price to earnings, another important metric. And let's just, for example, we can just come in here. I already have it pulled up on Investopedia, right? I love this website. They have tons of definitions. But if we just briefly see what they say, right? The price to earnings ratio, PE ratio, is the ratio for valuing a company that measures its current share price relative to its earnings per share, right? So the price to earnings ratio is sometimes known as the price multiple or the earnings multiple. PE ratios are used by investors and analysts to determine the relative value of a company's shares. In an apples to apples comparison, it also can be used to compare a company against its own historical record, or to compare aggregate markets against one another over time, right? So again, we're not digging too deep into this, but I'm giving you just enough to, make these concepts and these formulas and these ideas available, and to light a fire under you to be motivated to be able to not only know where to find them, to be able to read and learn about them yourself, and to, be confident in your search for knowledge, right? There's never a bad question, right? I think that a lot of people, sometimes they see other people's results, or they see how successful people are, and it's human nature to want to compare our situation to somebody else's situation. And this is just the worst thing to do, right? Because it really prevents us from growing in our mind. And a lot of the times, right, if you see how other successful people are, you might be scared to raise your hand or scared to ask a question because you might feel that it's stupid, or you might care how people think about you. And let me tell you, I've been trading and investing over 20 years, and anytime that I don't know something, or that I feel unqualified to give a correct answer, or whatever it may be, I don't take that personally, right? There are so many different things in the world. There are so many different expertises, and everything is a learning curve, right? Nobody's perfect. Nobody knows everything. So again, I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I encourage you to continue to study. Go look these things up. Dig inside of Think or Swim, right? This has so much data inside of it, so much valuable knowledge that you can use. And I hope that I'm inspiring you to learn as much as you can. So again, I will see you in the next video.